Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Subaru in Ewing. Check out a brand new 2023 Subaru Legacy. This is the premium in nice silver metallic. We've done the sport and the limited, so we're going to see what the premium brings to the table. So let's dig in. Front end of this Legacy, again, nice silver metallic is the color. LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED fog lamps, standard bulbs for turn signals, flat black on the grille top and bottom with the big Subaru badge in the middle. Front end looking good. Let me know what you think in the comments. Wheel and tire setup on this Legacy Premium. We have a 17-inch wheel, gloss black and silver, standard brake and rotor package. Wheels are wrapped in Yokohama Avid GT tires, 225 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 17s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Full side profile on the Legacy Premium. Again, nice silver metallic, a really good color on this car. Shows off the body lines. We're fully painted around the wheel wells and on the bottom of the door sills with a couple of hard body lines up through the door handles into the tail light, and then that hockey stick shaped crease that goes to the bottom of the doors and up into the rear wheel well. Again, the Legacy has always been one of my favorite Subarus, and I think it's a really handsome looking car. Let me know what you think in the comments. Coming in closer, color matched on the side view mirror with LED turn signals, color matched on the front and the rear door handle. The fuel filler is on the right side of the car. Up top, color matched with shark fin antenna and your standard style sunroof. Rear end of this Legacy Premium, again, we are color matched on the rear end, Subaru badge in the middle. On the left of the trunk, we have Subaru and then the symmetrical all-wheel drive badge. On the right, the Legacy badge. Down below, flat black with the tailpipe tucked underneath the bottom left side of the car. LED taillights, LED brake lights, standard bulbs for turn signals. All right, we're under the hood of this 2023 Legacy Premium, and what are we looking at for a power plant? We have that 2.5 liter naturally aspirated flat 4 engine mated to a CVT transmission. 182 horsepower, 176 pound-feet of torque, MPGs 27 in the city, 35 on the highway, 30 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior of this Legacy Premium, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this beauty cost? Well, MSRP, the way this one is optioned, $30,746, and that does include option package 15, which is an additional $2,595. That includes your EyeSight driver assist system with automatic emergency steering, the power moonroof, the 11.6-inch Subaru Starlink navigation system, blind spot detection with rear cross traffic alert, the keyless access with push button start, and LED fog lamps. There's also an additional cost for your auto dimming mirror with compass and home link and your trunk cargo hook. So all in, like I said earlier, including destination and delivery, $30,746. So let's check out the interior. Footbox action, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator, all rubber finish, all weather Subaru floor mats. We do have the Subaru flat black plastic door sill plate, and then we have power seats for the driver with lumbar, manual assist seats for the front passenger, and then we have the Subaru black interior with your white stitching, a couple of different designs to break it up. Nice headrest, nice material. This is either that Softex or cloth, but it's certainly not the leather trim that you see in the higher trims of the Subaru, but a very nice looking interior. Door panel action, we got soft touch up top. We got that faux carbon fiber design around the brushed aluminum door handle, which is nice. We also have flat black on the switchgear and a semi-soft armrest on the door with the stitching looking good. Soft touch up on the dash, more of this soft touch material, maybe even some faux leather here, leatherette, with stitching. A nice area here for storage, which again has that faux carbon fiber look. And then down below, you have a nice large glove box. Infotainment screen time, we have the vertically mounted or portrait Subaru Starlink 11.6-inch multimedia system, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, driver profiles, Wi-Fi hotspot, all that jazz. We got dual panel action. Main screen here for nav is right here. Once you wake it up, it is a little glitchy. This is based on the TomTom system, which I believe is an older system, and it could be a little bit smoother, frankly. I find this the same with most of these Subarus. They are a little glitchy. We do have a top panel, which you can scroll through as well and get more information up here, which is a nice touch. We have separate controls for your volume and your tuning for your radio, which is nice. We have dual climate control action, which is nice. We have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and front passenger. Moving on down, we have an aux jack, a USB-C, USB-A, and a storage area. Here is the gear shift to go through the simulated 8 gears of the CVT transmission. Down further, 2 cup holders, Subaru key fob right here. Lock, the Subaru emblem is unlock, pop the trunk, panic button. Nice and small, nice weight. And then we have our center armrest, nice and soft with the stitching. Open it up. We have a place for papers and whatnot. You open that up, and now you have more room for storage with a felt bottom and a 12-volt. Backup camera action, hit reverse. Nice clear backup camera with trajectory. Just wish we had a larger display since we have all this dark spot down below, but it's a nice clear camera. Subaru steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel with stitching, Subaru emblem on the horn button, nice brushed aluminum down here as well as around the switch gear, flat black on the switch gear, telephone and voice commands on the left, cruise control, adaptive cruise control, and safety suite controls on the right. We do have paddles to go up and down the simulated gears of the CVT. On the left stalk, we have our headlights and fog lamp controls, and on the right, windshield wipers. Down below on the dash, you can pop the trunk, brighten and dim the dash. This is a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel, and then we come in to the analog digital combo dash, analog gauges for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature, and then a 4-inch display in the middle where you can go through different options of information if you would like. Overhead console action. If you want the dome lights to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button here must be set to the left to door. That way when you open the door, the lighting comes on. When you close the door, the lighting will dim out. Nicely done. And then this is the control for your moonroof. However, the shade is manual, so you got to throw that back with your hand. And then there we go, one push. We just got to hold it in a second or two, and it will open, and to close it, push in, hold in a second or two, and it closes on its own. And then you need to bring that shade over by yourself. Here we go. Sun visor with vanity. Does it slide? All Subarus do, and this one is no different. Good job. Back seat time in the Legacy. I have the seat set for my driving position. We'll come on in. No problem. Fit easily. Nice room for my knees. Plenty of headroom at 5'11". Again, the same nice seat material on the back. We do have a seat pocket behind both front seats for the rear seat passengers, which is nice. And then on the rear console, center console here for the back seat, we do have 2 heat and air vents, a USB-C, USB-A action, door panel action, the same as the front. Nice design, same use of materials on the rear door panel as the front. There's the front door panel. Here's the rear door panel, looking good. Back seats, same kind of action as the front with this cloth type material. Nice design, but it is nice and comfortable. Center armrest is a little skinny, but it is pretty soft, and we have 2 cup holders. Overall though, it's a nice place to be in the back of this Subaru Legacy. Trunk time here in the Legacy. We can pop it from the key fob or from the dashboard, or we can come back here and right underneath that Subaru badge, hit the button, up and comes nice and light. Plenty of room in the trunk of this Legacy. Here's our carpeted floor mats that say Legacy on them. Very, very nice. We open up down here. We have a jack and some tools, and when we have a jack, that means we got a spare. Thank you, Subaru, for including that spare. Much appreciated. Get everything down in here. But it is a really nice space back here for large items. Sorry for all the plastic, but this car was just PDI'd and plastic ripped off of it. So they stuffed it in here, but it's a big, big trunk. And then we can also put the rear seats down using these levers. Just pull them out and pull the other one. One on the left side, one on the right side. Then you can come to the back seat. There's a button right up here. Push that, bring it down, 60-40 split, 40 on the left, 60 on the right side of the car. Do the same thing, push this button down the seat comes, and now plenty of room for those larger items. And you know what, let's get rid of this. Such a windy day today, it's hard to keep this stuff, but let's get rid of that now. You can see you have much more space for those larger items and a really nice large opening once you get the seats down, so a really good use of space by Subaru. Back of this Legacy. Here is the window sticker for this Legacy Premium. Feel free to pause the video, see everything that's optioned into this car, and now let's take her out for a spin. All right, so we are driving this Subaru Legacy Premium with that symmetrical all-wheel drive, and all Legacies pretty much drive the same. Obviously the Sport and the Limited and the Touring are going to have the larger, more powerful engine with the turbocharge action. This has the naturally aspirated 2.5 liter flat 4, but it gives it plenty of power. So I don't think the car is wanting for power, even though the other one's more powerful. This one's just really smooth, up to the challenge, no problem. We're going to come up here, since nobody's behind me, and do a emergency brake test in 3, from about 43, in 3, 2, 1. Stopped on the dime, nice and linear, no pulling the wheel. And then off we go. Again, not a powerful car. 0 to 60 estimated around 8 seconds. So it isn't going to set anybody on fire, that's for sure. But it's got enough to get this car up and going if you're in no rush and you're getting better MPGs, which is always important. You know, 30 miles to the gallon in combined driving is the estimate, but I really like it. It's smooth, suspension's well damped, steering's pretty good, light, but that's okay. This isn't a sports car. Visibility out the front window is great, side glass is good, out the rear looks pretty good. We do have the blind spot monitoring and the cross traffic alert in here, but that is it. Subaru kind of parts out its eyesight technology based on trim levels and option packages, and frankly I just wish they gave every one of their cars the full eyesight treatment. I think it's a safety issue, and I think all cars frankly should have certain safety equipment mandated. That's my view, because let's say you're in a car that's got blind spot, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz, and the guy next to you has a base model and doesn't have any of it, which could be. We've seen that on some manufacturers, don't put any of it in, and then he doesn't see you because you're in the blind spot. He pulls into your lane, clips you. So what does all the technology do for you? Because the other guy didn't have it. So I think there's going to have to be some reckoning as far as standard equipment for that technology, safety technology that goes into these cars. That's just my view about this. But Handles nicely, comfortable to drive. Tires, the bigger sidewalls soak up the bumps no problem, so there's no issue there. I have no problem getting to all of my menus for my entertainment system in here. Everything in the center console is easily reachable as well, so no issues there. And the CVT's simulated shifts are pretty smooth. You know, they have 8 simulated gears to make you feel like you have a regular transmission, and they're pretty darn smooth. So I can't really complain about that either, even though I always complain about CVT transmissions in cars over $35,000. Well, this is at 30, so I'm not going to complain. Save you guys some trouble from harassing me in the comments. Subaru does a nice job with the simulated shifts in their CVTs. Of course, all their automatic transmissions for all their cars are CVTs. But the Legacy is just a nice driving car. I think it's a good looking car. It's got plenty of space in the back. And this, by far, is my favorite Subaru, without a doubt. And I've driven all of them now. I just like this one the best. For me, it's the most comfortable. It gives you good gas mileage, gives you a couple engine options, gives you plenty of room in the back. Right now, I really like the limited trim. That seems to be my favorite one so far. You know, you do have a few trims in the Legacy. You have the base, then you have the premium, which is one step up from the base. That's what we have. Then you have limited, then you have sport, then you have touring, XT. Now, I'm going to try to get to all the trims. I just don't know if you're going to see a base or a touring XT trim for dealer stock. Thanks a lot, lady. For dealer stock in a Legacy. It seems like all the ones coming in for dealer stock are either premiums, sports, or limiteds. That's what it seems like, from what I can tell. But overall, it's got a nice drive. Does it need a few things? That's why I kind of like the limited better, right? I would like to see more of that eyesight technology in the car. I'd like to see a wireless charging pad, even though I don't think the limited has that either. I'd like to see ventilated seats and maybe some heated seats in the back. But for me, with the quality in the interior and the limited, that's really the sweet spot, I think, in the lineup. The sport's higher up, but I like the limited better. I really did. And I'm going to put the review of the limited at the end of this one, so you can see what I mean about what I liked about that one. But I did want to get into a premium trim just to get an idea of how this was going to be equipped. And it's not bad. You know, you get these cloth seats. I call them cloth. They could be soft Tex or Star Tex, whatever that Subaru name for it is, but it's essentially cloth. And in the premium trim, I can understand that. You get the nicer material, seating material, not leather. I believe it's some kind of leatherette, soft Tex, whatever it's called, in the limited, but it's trimmed much nicer than this one. And I'd love to get in a Touring XT to see what that's all about, but I haven't had any yet. But overall, the Legacy is just such a good, solid car. It's economical, has low running costs, takes regular gas. You get all-wheel drive, and the symmetrical all-wheel drive is the best all-wheel drive system out there, I believe, because you don't have to wait for power to go from the front wheels to the rear wheels like you do in so many other all-wheel drive setups where it's two-wheel drive, either front or rear, and then when the going gets tough and the traction starts to slip, it shifts power up front. This one is symmetrical all-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive for the most part all the time, where it can actually put power to any one individual wheel. It is the best system out there. You're going to never slip when you're trying to accelerate out of a tight spot, even if the road conditions are suboptimal. So that's why Subaru brings a lot when you're talking about all-wheel drive, and all their cars have the symmetrical all-wheel drive system in them, not just the higher level trims, which is also a nice thing. But overall, really nice package, really nice riding car overall. Good stopping power, decent acceleration with this naturally aspirated flat 4. But overall, it's just a really pleasant driving, and you know, it's a pleasant driving experience, and for me, it's just a stress-free driving experience. You just don't have to be in any kind of rush. Even now, I'm stuck behind a school bus dropping kids off from school, and I'm not aggravated. I'm sitting in a very, very nice, comfortable cabin, and an open and airy cabin makes it feel bigger than it really is, which is also another nice touch. So overall, just a great experience. I hope this was a good overview on the interior of this premium. We've seen a couple of legacies already, so I didn't want to spend a huge amount of time in here. But let me know what your thoughts are on the Subaru Legacy. Is this kind of that 4-door sedan you would buy, or are you going with the competition? And there's a lot of competition out there, especially from the big dog in the room, Toyota, with 2, the Camry and now the Crown, which is a bigger car than this. So really, Camry is what is going to be the direct competitor here. And so let me know, is it Legacy? Is it Camry? Is it Accord? So we are back at the dealership. Had a problem with my GoPro. My apologies, it just cut off on me. So we're back at the dealership. So let me know what you think. We got the competition, we got the Legacy. Are you a Legacy person, or are you going to go somewhere else? I already gave you the options. Let me know. I want to thank Ciocca Subaru here in Ewing, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this 2023 Subaru Legacy Premium for review this afternoon. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.